Hi, this is Kelly Leahy, and I am the tech coach at Collins Intermediate. And in this short video, I'm going to explain some of the basics on navigating around your dashboard in your Canvas account. So go ahead and open that Canvas account if you don't have it open already. Click on pause and then come back. So when you come back, now your Canvas account is open. Let me help you. I don't know, what would you say? Like, I give you a short tour. So the first thing I'd like you to notice is you have this column of icons. This is your menu choice. Dashboard is what we're looking at. You also could look at courses. It's, basically a list form of the same thing, including all the courses in the past. I like dashboard because it has pictures. So the first thing I want to tell you is that you can move these tiles around. So for some parents and even for teachers, this is super helpful because then you can group things. So maybe, you have, especially if you have more than one student in Conroe ISD, this is maybe helpful because maybe you'll have all of one student's tiles and at the top, then another student in the middle, and then your third student at the bottom if you have more than 3 students. Wow, that's all I can say. That's a lot of dashboard. So you move it around. And on that note, I also want to say that I've heard through the grapevine that some parents use their students' username and password to get into Canvas instead of using their own username and password. That's not really best practices. And one of the reasons why it's not best practices is because if you get into the dashboard and you start changing it to the way that you prefer, that you're really changing it for your student. So, and your student may want to set up their own, their own style. So you go ahead and log into with your credentials and let your student log into theirs with their credentials, and everybody's going to be able to personalize it the way they like. So go ahead and do that, and then you can drag these around, and then you're not, changing them for your student. You're just changing them for you. So after you've got the tiles in the way that you like them, the next thing I'd like to bring your attention to is the color of the writing that describes the course. So that also can be personalized by clicking on the 3 dots and choosing just a different color. So let's say I'm going to choose light blue for this, and I click on apply. So now that's light blue, and that doesn't make a big difference right now, but it will when it comes to looking at a calendar. Another thing that you can change is the nickname. So again, especially if you have more than one student in the system, you may decide to put your child's name at the beginning. Maybe it'll be, if your son's name is Nathan, you type in Nathan Math, Nathan Social Studies in the next one, Nathan Science in another one, so that that nickname is easily recognizable by you. Again, this is when you are signing into your in your account with your credentials. Because if you do this and you're signing in with your student's credentials, you're changing it for your student. And sometimes that might not be so great. All right, the next thing I'd like to show you is I'd like to show you these 3 dots, because this is another thing that you can do to kind of help yourself stay connected. See this recent activity? If I click on recent activity, it'll show everything that's been going on recently. So for me, I've had 14 announcements recently from various places that I get help and receive contacts from. I have an assignment notification, and then I also am part of some discussions. So there's been 11 discussion updates. So that's another way that you can find out what's going on in your child's class by just going ahead to recent activity. If I click on list view, I'll get a list of things to do, but there isn't anything to do. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the 3 dots and go back to card view. And I'm back to the tiles. So I think that's it for right now. Stay tuned. There's another video for calendars, viewing calendars that you might want to watch. Thanks for listening.